What up, fam? What up, family? Welcome back to my channel. This time around, we have Chicago with Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is? This is from their 1969 debut album, The Chicago Transit Authority. Shouts to this album. I've done 2 songs from this album so far. I did Introduction and Beginnings. No, I did 3. I think I did I'm a Man also. Very, very musical album as far as like instrumentation. Crazy. When I got introduced to Chicago, it was really like love songs and stuff. These songs are way different than the songs, I've heard from Chicago. And that's why it's really interesting to me just to see the evolution of that band. Anyways, if y'all want to see more of Chicago on this channel, please let me know what's next in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you are here. I do appreciate it. And of course, I got the lyrics. Let's go ahead and listen. Chicago.
As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, and I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry.
Oh, we got time enough to cry.
I was walking down the street one day. A pretty lady looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold dead. It is. Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. And I was walking down the street one day, people running everywhere, being pushed and shoved.
I like the talking.
People trying to beat the clock. Oh, I just don't know. So I can't imagine why. Oh, got time enough to die. Everybody's worried. I don't care about time. I don't care.
This album is big. Like, this album is big in sound, all the brass instruments, the horn section is just it's grand, something you hear in an auditorium. I wouldn't even necessarily, it's grand, but it's elegant. It's not something you would hear in an arena. It's more so like theater, like venues. like where an orchestra would play. Really, really dope song. I'm really enjoying the lyrics on this song. Aside from the instrumentation, like I said, as far as the instrumentation on this album, they went all out. I probably said this before. You know what I'm thinking in my head when I'm hearing this? I'm like, oh, this album costs a ton of money to make. To get all these people to play these instruments. And shout out to Robert with the lyrics on here. Let's read. And time is such an interesting thing because it's because only humans really count it, and we use it for everything. Like we use it to measure things. We even use time to measure distance, and other animals don't really care. They don't count their age. I watched a clip of Prince today actually. Just weird that I'm listening to a song about time. He said he don't celebrate birthdays because you're only born once. So, once you stop celebrating birthdays, then you stop counting. Once you stop counting, then, you kind of free yourself from, the prison that time is. Although no one's free from time, whether you're counting it or not. Something is happening and it feels like it's moving forward. Some people say time is in a loop, whatever. Let's read these lyrics. As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, and I said, I don't. Oh, that's the I don't care. Said, I don't care. They have it kind of like in different lines. So, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. And then it says, the I don't care about time, It's crazy. I feel like for me, if you're in the corporate world, you have to care about time. You have to budget your time. You gotta know, all right, I gotta work from this time to that time, or I gotta be here at this. Society's built on time. It's hard to not be aware of time in months and days and stuff. You gotta really be living in your own world where nothing really matters. But even then, like, you gotta know when to pay your bills. You gotta know, it's almost impossible to escape time because society's built on it. You could pretend like you don't care. I mean, some people don't care, but it doesn't matter if you care or not. It's just like death. Whether you care if you die or not, you're gonna die. It's absolute. Certain things are just absolute, right? And some say time is an illusion. It might be man-made. When I say it's man-made, I mean as far as how we track it, it might be man-made because who's to say 24 hours and we have leap years and we have a lot of shit that just don't make sense really. But at the end of the day, one thing we do know, there's something that's moving forward, right? Because the sun goes down and then it comes back up, right? There has to be something happening, right? You do age, you get older, right? Plants grow, right? And then they die, and then there's something happening. You see what I'm saying? But nah, I think I'm talking too much. I say all that to say I like this song, man. This is a really dope song, and it's bright. It's bright. It's just because the instruments is very bright. There's something you listen to during the day when it's when you're outside, Shouts to Chicago, man. This album is sounding incredible so far. I want to hear more. I will hear more. Let me know what's your favorite song from here and which version of Chicago do you enjoy more. Also, if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you are here. I do appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right. I'll see y'all next time. All right. Peace.